The biggest lie in the trading industry is it is all psychology. 95% of trading is psychology. And let me tell you something. I do not say that psychology does not matter. Yes, psychology matters, but it's not the root problem. That it's not the problem that is causing you to FOMO, overtrade, revenge trade, or like hesitate on trades. Most of the people try to fix the mindset before they even fix their strategy. You can't out psychology a bad or unproven system. And let me emphasize the unproven a little bit more. Why this 95% psychology narrative exists is also pretty easy explainable. It's just because psychology is much easier to talk about than like actual real work that you need to put in, and the strategy that most of the gurus spend lots of time on backtesting, proving. Maybe they paid for this and they don't want to give it out for free. So they push the mindset because, first of all, those videos are easy to make. It sounds deep. Watching another psychology video won't help you. It is simple cope. You feel like you are putting in real work, and I'm not trying to be toxic or offend you. I did the same shit, and I'm just simply talking like from my experience only. This is why I experience and what I want to give out to you to help you. And it is simply coping. You think you're doing something. You're watching another psychology video on how to not FOMO, how to not overtrade. But let's be real. We all know what to do and what not to do. It's just a matter of, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? And psychology issues, you need to realize that they don't appear randomly, like out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. They come from uncertainty. Uncertainty comes from lack of proof. Lack of proof in what? Yes, in your system, model, strategy. All of this. Like FOMO, you don't FOMO in because you have FOMO. You FOMO into the market when you see, let's say it displays down, and actually you're waiting for a retrace, but you are afraid that the market's not going to give you a retrace, so you FOMO into the market, it retraces on you, stops you out, and goes to your take profit. FOMO comes from not trusting that another setup will come. And how do you fix this? You backtest your system. All that I talk about is backtesting, improving your system. If you would have backtested your system, you would see, okay, this is my trade frequency. This is exactly what I need to see in order to take a trade. Let's say you are on 0 trades a month, and it's the 5th of December, okay? And if you know that your trade frequency is 7 to 8 trades a month, why would you force, like, if you knew this in the back of your mind, you knew the data, why would you force a trade? You wouldn't. You simply would, because you would know, okay, like for a year, let's say you backtest 2024, average every single month, I got 7 to 8 trades. Why would I force something if I know 7 to 8 trades appear 100%, like not 100%, but 90% of the time, 7 to 8 trades will appear in a month. Why do I want to take this B- setup, FOMO into a trade without a real retrace? Let's say if you trade continuations, you need displacement, retrace, and a flip. Let me wait. Let me sit on my hands. And then the market actually giving you the retrace and the setup that you want to, like, that you was looking for. Same for overtrading. You are overtrading, or let's say revenge trading. Revenge trading is a better example. You are revenge trading because you do not trust your system. You do not trust your statistic to pay back for your losses. There's not a single strategy that has a 100% win rate. I trade continuations. Let's say I got a 80% win rate. If I take 10 trades and I lose 2 of them, do I start revenge trading? No, because I know out of 10 trades, I win 8. And you can only do this if you follow your rules, because if the trade you took wasn't an A+ setup and you didn't follow your system and you lost, you cannot rely on this statistic because it wasn't part of your backtesting. It wasn't the system that you backtested. So it only applies. So let's say you took an A+ setup, it lost. Bro, be okay with that. If you have a backtested system, you know, okay, it's fine. Statistical loss happened. I don't have a 100% win rate strategy. I got 80%. The next trades, I'm gonna win. Let's say you even took 3 losses in the live markets. You shouldn't be upset about that because that's what your statistic told you. It happens. This can happen. Most likely you're gonna win your next trade. So be calm and follow your statistics. Same goes for hesitation. I can give you 1,000 more examples. Hesitation comes from like lack of confidence because you didn't see your setup playing out over time. You didn't see your setup playing out enough times. If you would have backtested a year, you would have get enough data. You would have seen the exact same setup playing out every single time. Let's say simple continuations. You're waiting for a retrace and a flip towards a drawn liquidity. Okay, boom, you displays, retrace, flip, I'm taking it. Displays, retrace, flip. Displays, retrace, flip. Okay, you see it happen over like every single time. And then when you see the same shit happening in live markets, oh, we're displacing towards a nice draw, we retrace and we flip. Oh, I saw it happening in backtesting let me take this. This is gonna hit 100%, not 100, 80%. This has the probability of hitting of 80%. This is my win rate. I'm gonna take this. I'm confident. If you didn't backtest your system, but you know your model. Let's say you need to wait for a retrace, take a flip, but you never backtested your system. We're displacing. Was the retrace valid? Was the flip valid? Is the draw correct? I don't know. And all of this is uncertainty because you didn't see, like, you don't have enough experience because you never backtested. Same shit happened for me. As I told you, I'm speaking from my own experience. I started with a reversal strategy, traded it for several months. I didn't get better, and guess what? Why? I didn't know how to recognize it. Losses, good wins, nothing, because I never backtested. In those 5 to 6 months that I traded this model, I never backtested it. I only copied it for my YouTube video, and I started implementing it without even testing it. I didn't even know whether it works or not. Then I switched to continuations. Yeah, it was better for my mindset. It suited more my personality, much better. It still didn't work. I still had a lot of problems, lack of confidence, until the problem stayed until I gathered data by backtesting. As soon as I did that, I knew, gang, I shouldn't even worry about anything. I got an 85% win rate. My setup appears at least 4 to 5 times a month. I know how a good setup looks like. When it comes, I'm taking it. When it doesn't come, I'm staying patient. And this is so crazy. Lots of people were talking about this, and I didn't believe them. I thought it is psychology. It is rooted in my mind. I got a problem with myself. No, you don't have a problem with yourself. You need to have a proven system in order to remove all of this. As soon as I proved my system and gathered data, like this, I don't know what happened. There was a mind switch, like a light switch, and then I didn't want to revenge trade anymore. I didn't want to overtrade. I didn't want to gamble because I knew if I follow the same steps that I did in my backtesting, the same statistic, the same system, I'm gonna profit long term. And here's exactly what changed everything. Get a model that you like, backtested it over a year with journals. Take screenshots, write every single down, every single emotion, what you see, what you didn't see. Then you see stats over a long amount of time. You can see repetitions, patterns. Which patterns, like, what do you do when you lose? What do you do when you win? Then you know your win rate, you know your trade frequency, you know your expected drawdown that you have. Oh, I took an A+ setup, it lost, it's fine. The next one, most likely, I'm gonna win. One of the biggest problems that I made is over managing a trade. And I also fixed this by backtesting my system. I always closed early. I started trailing my stop loss really tight because I wanted to mitigate my risk. I moved to break even really quick. Like, I entered, we got a down candle. Let's say I'm in a short, we got a 1 candle in my direction, and I'm immediately going break even. Even though I knew this most likely doesn't make any sense. I'm doing this because I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid just to lose. I fear losing. And I fear I don't trust enough in my strategy, in my stop loss. And backtesting defines your risk-reward ratio, the exact risk-reward ratio that you need to take. It exactly defines your management rules, risk management. Exactly tells you after when you backtest and you start journaling your backtesting trades, you can analyze them and then you can see, okay, most of the time we reverse when we take the internal low. So let me go break even after every single internal low. So either it flushes to my take profit or it reverses and I'm out break even. Simple as that. You're recognizing patterns and you're implementing them in your live trading. And let's say, okay, we didn't take the internal low, but we got a displacement towards my TP. Let the trade breathe for a little bit. Okay, and then you see it goes towards your stop loss, reverses back down into your take profit, and boom. If you would go break even, you would have stopped out break even, and you didn't go break even, you got a win. Same shit. I always try to go break even as fast as possible. And I realized, no, this is not it. After I start looking at the charts, backtesting, my journal, again, every single time, I'm repeating myself, yeah, but not enough people understand this shit. They all think it's psychological. I close early because I fear, I'm afraid, I had a trauma when I was a kid, I'm afraid to lose, blah, blah, blah. No, it's because you don't trust your model. You don't know what to do. You don't know when to go break even. You don't know when to move your stop loss, when to extend TP, when to close early, and stuff like this. When you see, okay, let's say you trade NQ and ES. ES took my take profit and NQ didn't. And every single time where this happened, I went break even, and 9 of 10 times I got stopped out break even. So guess what? Let me adapt, and every single time ES takes the target first, I'm gonna close manually. You can adapt, you can find patterns, you can simply just put in the work, guys. Please do it. Analyze this shit. If you want it that bad, analyze, do it, guys. Psychology matters only after the structure. Only discipline is so much easier. You won't even be stressing about the chart. I used to stress a lot, and now discipline is easier when you trust your system. Now you have your confidence built and not forced by, I need to stay away. I can't go break even now. No, because you know, I'm confident that this will hit. I'm confident that like my system tells me to go break even. Now I'm confident that this will work out exactly how it needs to work out. Many traders don't need mindset work. They only need data, recognize patterns, and then repetition. Every single day, bro. The same shit. Backtest, journal, trade live, journal, recognize, adapt. Psychology isn't the problem, guys. Uncertainty is. Peace out.